And I thank God that that's in John Sturp's Gainesville district. And before I say what I want to say, I want to thank Corey Stewart for sending out that flyer that I received yesterday. In the 20 years that I've lived in Prince William County, I think that's the best use of discretionary funds that I've seen.
Let me clarify that I am not a racist, that I am for legal immigration. I feel that if a person comes to the United States legally and works, pays taxes, and obeys the law of the land, then that person has the same rights as everyone else in our community. This is not a race issue for me. It's a money issue for me.
It's not about economics. I'm going to tell you right now what it's about. It's about an invasion of this country. This country is being invaded no less than if hordes of armed people came across its borders. This invasion is not armed, but they've got weapons. The weapons they use are their anchor babies. And your empathy, your sympathy for people, that's what they use against you. Those are their weapons. This invasion is being funded by foreign governments. It's being encouraged by foreign governments. All you have to do is look at the organized, disciplined force that's right outside your door, and you can't come to any other conclusion.
This is not an immigrant or a Spanish American insta thing. It is a illegal, which means you broke the law to come here.
We are being invaded. We've been left alone by the federal government, by the state government, and by you. And if you haven't paid attention to anything anyone today has said to you, if you don't remember, mark these words. Mark these words. We are going to repel this invasion. One way or another, it will be repelled. You can either be part of that repulsion or you can be part of the other side.
This is a democratic society we live in, not a socialist state. It is not our responsibility to take care of these people.
I heard in the meeting last time that someone asked you to take the emotions out of it, and that's exactly what I'm asking you to do. Emotionally, we would like the whole world to have what we have, but we can't do that.
Educationally, our kids or theirs.
Where do you get off? Demanding services, rights, mandatory citizenship. This I ask you. Without you, this country won't survive. I ask, who invited you? When did common sense get intimidated by the 2,000 or more mob members outside these doors? You cried for your constitutional rights. You have none. It's we, the people of the United States, not we, the illegal.
I have graves in Arlington Cemetery because my family fought for this country.
You say you will be unfairly targeted by the police. How hard is it to just do this? Show your ID. We want all illegals out, African, Middle East, Asian, Canadian, and Spanish.
Well, we are talking about our basic core values.
I will pay higher taxes, and so will all of my American citizen neighbors. And if that's what it takes, then so be it.
We're all from someplace else. But we came in through the front door. That's all I'd like to say. And Corey Stewart, thank you for your postcard. John Sturp and Corey Stewart, thank you for drawing a line in the sand and saying there is the difference between right and wrong.
Let's make this a place people want to live, not move away from. And to the little thug that was over here earlier saying, we'll take it to the streets, basically, well, there might be 2,000 or 3,000 of you outside, but there's a million more just like me. Bring it. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
I have nothing against anybody coming here. I do have something against pressing 1 for English. My father was born in Denmark. Did they press 2 for Danish? No. You know, I'd like to speak my native language too. Unfortunately, we were forbidden to do so because of World War II, because it sounds like German. And my grandmother could say, speak English, because she did not want anybody to think that we were German.
Someone had mentioned before that their children are serving in the war right now, and is this any way to repay them for possibly their parents being deported?
I am proud of this country. Please put our country, our state, and our county back to the United States.
They were actually given the gift of citizenship, and if they chose to go to war, then that's what they chose to do.